Look how dead that is, eh?
Stumps are coming.
Oh, we got a telephone pole. Perfect. There we go. Don't stop now. So they're pretty sick. He's in there somewhere. See, all those branches are completely dead that he's in there. See, look at that. Nothing's alive.
Very dry.
See how we're making out here? Holy moly! We're getting there. That one has some. I'll just show you something. This tree has some life on this side, and we'll just head over to the other side. And it'll be dead on this side. There it goes. Halfway done. Status update. There's still a few trees in the neighborhood. We're not doing too bad. I got these 4 to go yet. 1, 2, 3, and then that one's hanging over the garage. It's got to come out just because of safety. We still get the apple and the poplar, and then we'll put in 3 or 4 Swedish poplars in the back there somewhere. So, what a day, eh? He's earning his money today. Look at the lean on that tree. He's almost standing on the edge of it. Yeah. So he uses the tree to hold the top. And he'll lower it down with a branch. I'm glad it's him.
We owe you a little piece there.
Yeah, that's okay. It was bent.
It's more back now.
Oh, I missed it. Here. This is where the fun starts, eh? Oh, Willie does the last tree, and then I'll get the whole thing and then do it in fast motion.
Oh yeah.
Tuk, 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 tuk. He's in a hurry now. My water barrel's doing all right. Not much left. Now we'll tie it off. He's making sure it's okay to go up. Okay, let's see him take this down. It's getting dull.
Yeah.
Well, there we are now with no stumps and a good cleanup. The machine, his stump machine, is still there, and now we are just going to make sure that the garden comes to with the level of that board under the fence. You see right there, there's a board under the fence. We want the garden to kind of follow that for level. It does go up and down. And so today we have lots of work planned, and you see these lilies are here. We're going to move those or take them out. These are staying, and we're going to just work with the trapezoid shape of the garden. You get the idea, I think, eh? Okay guys, for the last 5 years this has been an ornamental pick, if you can imagine that. And I got a root here. I want to just pull that out right there. I think you can see that. Missed. Missed. Ooh, that's in there. No, it's too big. There we go. Now we got some leverage. Nope. It may have to stay in there. Okay. I don't want it to though. This is young man's work here. There. There. Am I out? Am I clear? Yes. Let's try that again. No, it's in there. I'll never get that out of there. Whew. Yeah, I know. Hard. Okay. So it didn't work very good getting that stump out of there, or that root, but we're getting there. What I'm trying to do, like I don't know if I said it before, is I'm trying to remove the hump right here. So if I can even just take with the John Deere tractor and the blade if I can take it off an inch here and put it over there, I will eventually just get rid of this hump. You can kind of see, I'm not going to do over there because it's a planted garden, and these are potatoes under here, so they'll come up anyway, and I'm just trying to reduce this hump here. But I got a little crazy and I have too much. I got a hole right here, so I'm going to take that dirt right there and stick it down here. But it's going to be great. And this side is worse than this side over here. There's less hump. There's a bit of a hump here. You can kind of get a look at what we're doing. We just had that big bugger go over us there. Made everything just wet, eh? And me, like a dummy, I didn't put the seat up. Good. All right, here we are. The 8 trees and the 11 stumps are gone, and we have planted 5 Swedish poplars. They're called Swedish aspen, all kinds of different things. And there's about 4 different varieties, 3 or 4 different varieties. I'm not an expert, just what I read online, right? And the garden is done. The garden is in now, and we have an interface with a string right here. I don't know if you can see that string back to there, and that's planted grass seed on this side now. We moved a little pine tree to be outside the garden because they're pretty hard on. It's hard to rototill behind something that small. I don't know what to do with those lilies yet. They're in pots. So we've got, we'll just walk into the garden. Walk into my garden. So these are nice little Swedish aspens, I guess would be the proper term. I trimmed them the ends. They were so wind whipped. Those poor leaves on the end. We brought them home in the truck, and we tried to stay below, 25 miles an hour or about 55 kilometers an hour. So here's my garden. My peas, beans, pumpkin, another pumpkin, potatoes all through here, corn, spaghetti squash throughout the corn. Squash and beans and corn go well together. 3 peppers over there. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, and I think these lilies are gonna end up meeting their demise because they're just a little too aggressive. We've got a clematis climbing the one side of the arch, and we've got another clematis trying to climb the other side of the arch, but this one has just not done anything. That'll look nice when it's when they reach right over, huh? So we now have a new look to the yard. These poplars won't grow much this year. They're just going to reestablish themselves, and then we hope they'll grow tall without touching each other. They're 8 feet apart, which gives a tree a full 8 feet of width, and it says they grow to 6.5 feet wide, so there should be just good privacy in a few years. They grow fast, eh? They're an aspen. I mean, that's an aspen too, right? Look at that big boy. Look up, way up. So then the only other spruce tree that we have in our yard is the one on the front, and that's actually on the front of the house, eh? So we are there. Now I just gonna take it easy. Oh, and our apple tree, of course. He's gonna be happy with those spruce trees gone. And chives on the edge of the front, right there, and there. So now we have a bigger garden, although it's got some trees in it. That's okay with us. So thanks again, guys. Well, this is for you, Paula, and all the other people that have an interest. You might remember we had, well, there was 11, then we lost 3 to storms, and then we took 8 out, and we had the 11 stumps removed by the stump grinder. And during that time, the seeds for this portion of the garden were in the ground, and they've been totally neglected. And finally, this week we've got the garden weeded and a few plants moved. So it's really, now this is Alberta, Canada, right? So you have to respect that, you know, even growing corn here is difficult. And so there's my beans. They're just in the shade for about 2 hours in the afternoon as the sun swings around, which gives them just a little bit of a break. It works now that the spruce trees are gone. So let's just stand back and do a little pan of the rear of the yard. One stump left for my grandson to look into the compost pile. And then we have, this is early, I didn't want to do this for another month, but we'll do another one in a month. We have Million Bells. Tomatoes are doing great, actually. They were only about that big when we planted them, and it's only been a month. So they're going to do great. There's another beautiful Million Bells, huh? Still all starting out, right? Western Canada. I'm jealous of you folks that have growing weather in the States. So, onions, beets, beets. This is 3 different kinds of lettuce, right? 1, 2, 3, and then kind of variably repeated. And carrots, 1, 2, 3, 4 little rows of carrots. That's about all a couple like us needs. And some basil. Some more Million Bells. We usually put the straw flowers in here. And even my well, 3 out of 4 of the rosemaries are doing great. Oregano. And of course my favorite of all shade flowers is the begonia. Remember guys, this is all June here still. Aren't those bright? Gladiola's coming up in that little spot there. So yes, I feel like we're actually getting somewhere. And over here, yes, there's always a lawnmower in the background around here, as you guys know. This grass is just starting to come. So there we got a nice little shot of the 5. Thanks for watching.